Hello everyone, we're going to design a phone stand from scratch together. This is the first part of the phone stand design. You can download the technical drawings from the link I shared below the video. I'll also share the parametric design file with you in 1 week. I'll announce file releases in the video descriptions and community section. You can follow along there. Let's start designing right away. Click on Part Design and then select Parametric Body. We clicked on New Sketch. We selected the Y-Z plane. We clicked on Circle. Let's draw a circle. We drew our circle with a diameter of 15 millimeters. Next, we create another circle inside it. Let's make it 07 mm. Let's take a look at our technical drawing. 88.7 millimeters. 38.3 millimeters. We're entering the dimensions for our circle. We draw a line at the bottom. We select the points and lock the line in place using a constraint. We enter the dimension for our line. Let's enter the other dimension for our circle. Our dimension is 38.3 millimeters. We clicked on Line. We draw our angled line. We select the two lines and apply a tangent constraint. We trim these sections. We clicked on Polyline. Let's create the stepped sections in this area. We select these two lines and make them parallel. Now let's enter the missing dimensions. The panel wall thickness is 4 millimeters. We grab this line and extend it. And let's trim the excess parts. This section is unconstrained. Let's select the points and fix them. Our sketch has no missing dimensions or constraints. Let's click Close. We clicked on the Pad command. We enter the value of 75.3 millimeters. We select Symmetric. 75.3 millimeters. Press Enter. Great. Now we'll create these cutouts. There's a 20 millimeters section in the center. The height of the cutouts is also 17 millimeters. Let's create them now. I selected my face. I clicked on New Sketch. Great. Let's draw a rectangle right here. And we create our reference lines using external geometry. Let's constrain it. This height is 17 millimeters. The distance from the center was 20 millimeters. Since we're dimensioning from the center, we enter half the value. Let's quickly dimension these remaining parts too. Let's set it to 25. Great. I click Close. Then I selected the Pocket command. Let's select Symmetric. This way no excess material remains on either side. I click OK. And I mirror this pocket operation to the other side. I selected the pocket and clicked on Mirrored. I clicked OK. I clicked on the face. We select New Sketch and draw a rectangle. The The total dimension of this section was 45 millimeters. We'll enter half of 45 millimeters. By typing 45 halves, we can also do math calculations directly in the input field. Select the bottom edge and lock it in place. Let's dimension this part too. Let's set it to 40. And the height will be 90. I click close. Then let's select the base face and create our guideline. Now let's create a reference line from here as well. I clicked on line. I created a line roughly. The angle of this line turned out to be 10.7 degrees. We'll use this line as a guideline when creating the pocket. We enter the angle value. 10.7 degrees. Press enter. Let's dimension our line. 100 millimeters is enough. I click close. We created our guideline. We selected our sketch. We clicked on pocket. In the direction section, we choose the select reference option. Here we select the guideline we created. As you can see, the pocket operation follows along our guideline. I clicked OK. Now let's mirror this pocket operation to the opposite side. I clicked OK. Great. As you can see, we've established the main design lines of our part. Now let's create the circular feed at the base. We selected our face and clicked on New Sketch. I'm drawing a circle with a diameter of 12 millimeters. I also drew another circle here. We select the circles and make them equal using constraints. Let's dimension them. This distance is 27.5 millimeters. Let's use external geometry to create reference lines from this face so we can take measurements. Now let's continue with the dimensioning. 8.5 millimeters. Let's dimension our other circle. 19.8 millimeters. This dimension is 53.2 millimeters. 53.2. Press enter. I clicked close. I clicked on the pad command, and I entered a height of 1 millimeter. Now let's mirror the circles to the other side. I selected the pocket. I clicked on the mirrored command. The mirror operation is done. Now let's create the slot and circular cutouts in this section. We selected our face. We clicked on New Sketch. Let's draw our circle first. We created a circle with a diameter of 12 millimeters, and we click on the slot command. We create the slot. Our 6 mm, press enter. Great. Let's create our reference lines. We dimension the center of the circle to the center of the circle. 24.5 millimeters, press enter. We enter the distance between the slot and the circle. 25 millimeters, press enter. We also set the distance between the slot and the circle to 17 millimeters. We saw the fully constrained message. We clicked close. We clicked on the pocket command. We clicked OK. Great. The design of this part is almost complete. Now let's add the fillets to the part. You can also select the edges first and then click the fillet command. We clicked on the fillet command. We clicked OK. Switch to wireframe view to see the edges you want to select more clearly. Let's check our technical drawing. This section has our 2. We selected our edge. We clicked on fillet. We created our R2 fillet radius. I'm switching back to solid view mode. Let's create the R3 fillets in this section. We selected our edges. I clicked on the Fillet command. R3, press enter. Let's create the fillets for these lower sections. We selected the edges. R5, press enter. R10 and R14. This one is R10. R10, press enter. The outer section is R14. R14, press enter. Now let's apply the chamfer operations. I clicked on chamfer. I'm selecting my edges. 0.5, press enter. Let's double-click to include the other corners as well. Okay, we've finished the first part of our phone stand. Our next part is this one. I named it Holder Plate. Let's start designing it right away. We click New Sketch and we're drawing our 07 mm circle straight away. We select the points and center the circle using constraints. Let's create our other 015 mm circle. Let's center this one too. We clicked on Polyline. Let's quickly create an approximate sketch of our part. Following this workflow will speed things up a lot. I highly recommend it. Let's apply a tangent constraint between our circle and line. We trim the excess parts. Let's extend this line and trim it. And let's move on to dimensioning. You can open the technical drawings as a PDF and follow along with these dimensions. Let's protect our trees. Try not to print things out. We use the trim command to clean up the excess parts and click close. We clicked on the pad command. We entered the value of 52 millimeters. We selected the symmetric option. We selected our face and clicked on New Sketch. We're creating a rectangle. As you can see, the external geometry command does not work in wireframe mode. When we switch to solid mode, the command works correctly. We switched back to wireframe mode for a clearer view. Let's center our rectangle. And we can move on to the dimensioning step. Let's also create reference lines for the bottom section using external geometry. We created our rectangle. Let's apply our dimensions. Now let's create the sketch for the cutouts along the edge. Let's use the trim command to clean up the excess parts. Now let's dimension according to the measurements in the technical drawing. This section is still black and unconstrained. No missing dimensions left. We click close to exit. I clicked on pocket. I select the symmetric option and extend it freely. I clicked OK. We mirror the pocket operation to the other side as well. Let's follow the technical drawing and apply the fillet operations. Again, you can perform these operations in wireframe mode. And that's it. We've finished the second part as well. Now let's move on to the last part. The name of our last part is Hinge. We click New Sketch. Let's create the part sketch using Polyline. Let's clean up the excess parts using Trim. Let's move on to dimensioning by following the technical drawing. When you do the operations yourself by following the technical drawing, your learning speed will increase greatly and your ability to read technical drawings will improve significantly. Great. I clicked close. I clicked on the Revolve command. In Revolve, we selected our axis as the Y-axis. We clicked OK. Now let's mirror this. In the plane section, we selected the XZ plane. Now let's select the Chamfer command and apply it. We selected our edges. We entered a value of 0.2 millimeters, and with that, we finished our last part as well. Our next step will be to assemble the phone stand using assembly commands.